Welcome to the Cup of Tea Time podcast with Stu and Louise.
What the hell am I meant to say here?
I have no idea.
Fuck.
Let's get into it. I mean, did you ever think we would make it to episode 6?
It's not that, we're closer to 10.
That's mad, isn't it?
And I was thinking the other day, you know, like how people do podcast series?
Yeah.
Like, when is this going to end? When lockdown ends? Is that going to be the series?
Yeah, I think that'll be series 1 will be lockdown, and then
We'll have a little break.
series 2 will be...
We've got ideas, guys. We've got ideas.
I'm actually really excited for the stuff we've been talking about, for sure.
Yeah. And hopefully by series 2, we'll be in, like, an office space.
Oh.
Ooh. And then we'll be levelling up again. Fantabby-dozy.
It's Van Dabby Dozy, not Tabby. Not you having a fag.
That's also a good one to lead us on a bit later.
Can I just say,
Uh-huh.
what a fantastic week.
It has been a good week.
It's been so lovely, hasn't it? Like, I've had a couple of days off.
Few days.
Part-time.
Yeah, you are a part-timer.
Well, it's been nice. Like, we celebrated our 6-year anniversary, which was lovely. We celebrated our Rebecca's birthday, which has been lovely. It's just been a very, very nice week.
For everyone that's listening, we had the best birthday quiz for Rebecca's birthday. She, bless her, put together some party packs for her own birthday, did the quiz herself, and in the pack was gloves, mask, a pinny, party poppers, sweet treats, cupcakes, games like a yo-yo and some sort of ball on a string thing.
Which none of us could do.
A party hat, and we all had to put it on like an online quiz forum, and it was so funny. Honestly, it was just one of the best quizzes.
Obviously, it was her birthday, but she sent unbirthday cards to everybody, which was lovely.
Yeah.
It was just really nice to get together and spend some time together like that. It was lovely.
Yeah. On the subject of birthdays and cake, hell. I mean, we said last week we were going to start our diet. And we did start our diet. And then what happened was there was an anniversary and a birthday. Which, great. We were showered with cake, treats, afternoon tea. We had pizza. We just didn't expect all the gifts from your family as well. We had 2 really good days of being not strict with ourselves, but eating healthy.
Just being healthy.
And not eating shit. And then we had 2 days of eating shit.
This is what we said. We knew we were going to have a couple of days where it was going to be difficult because anniversary, birthday, we just wanted to enjoy ourselves. So, but we're back on it. And
honestly, that cake that your mum sent over was unreal.
Incredible.
What was it, like 3 or 4 layers?
It was fantastic.
Lemon icing. It was macaron. Is it macarons or macaroons?
Macaroons. I'm sure macaron's a song. A macaron.
I think it's a macaron.
It's a macaroon, babe. Come on now.
I don't know. Because it's French. Macaron. You know?
Okay.
Oh.
If you know the correct pronunciation, give us a shout.
I've actually been corrected after last week about the clothes horse saga.
Have you really? Go on.
We're wrong.
You mean you're wrong?
Okay. A clothes horse.
I love how you said we're wrong, and I never said anything. I asked you which was which.
Yeah, and you didn't say it was the other way around.
Because I didn't know.
And you agreed.
I didn't state a fact and say this is this. Do you know what I mean? So you're wrong, not we.
Okay, I am wrong. Anyway, so a clothes horse goes up and an era goes out.
So we've got clothes horses downstairs.
Yeah, which seems weird, right? Because you would think going out it looks like the back of a horse and then the legs are the legs.
But I'm sure when we bought them it said era.
Well, I'm just saying that I've been corrected apparently. But if you think different, you tell me.
Well, whoever this person is, put me in touch and I will have a word.
I will.
So collectively, what a fantastic week.
Also, I want to talk about my week actually.
Okay.
So this week, after last week talking about lack of motivation and obviously like sticking to your list, writing a list about what you want to do in the day.
Yeah.
And about my uni work that I was talking about. I think it's really difficult if you don't have an area in your house, especially when you're working from home, that feels like a space to work.
Okay.
It's like if you don't have a home office, where sometimes if you're in the lounge, like the TV's there, you get distracted, or I think you need to find a space that makes you feel motivated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I found it this week.
All right then.
the loft.
Fantastic.
So we have a loft conversion in our house.
Yeah.
It's currently my dressing room / podcasting room / dressing room / do whatever you want room.
/ my edit suite.
And it's so nice and light and airy up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it just, whenever I come up here, because it's light and airy, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I brought all of my uni work up here. I've just been smashing through it.
Amazing.
So I found my motivational spot.
New favourite room in the house.
I like knitting here. I like doing my uni work here. I like doing my hair and makeup here. We do the podcast here. I just feel like this is the work spot, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, that's my week. And also, got my results back on my essay.
Yeah, you have.
My first essay that I've written. And writing academically I haven't written...
Get your words up, babe.
I haven't written academically in over 6 years.
Yeah.
And I was, like you know, shitting it.
Mm-hmm. You were like really nervous.
I was really nervous. And I think for me, like, I'm normally very organised. So I put some time aside on the run up to when it was due to like do some research, do some note taking about how I was going to write it and what I was going to write about. And yeah, so I felt really focused. And then when it got to like the week before, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to finish it. Oh my God, I'm going to fail. Oh my God. And then I asked for an extension because I was having a wig out. And then you go through the stages of like, what the fuck have I done? And then you start crying because you want to pass, but you don't feel like you're going to pass. And then all these different emotions. And I got my results back and I got 78 out of 100. Oh my God. Pat myself on the back. Woo!
Whoop-diddy-whoop-diddy-whoop-diddy-whoop.
So yeah, I know this is about me, but I'm just proud of myself, yeah?
And so you should be. And like, you know, I am your number one fan. So I knew you were going to be fine. But obviously, it's a process that I think you need to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're performing, you went through this sort of like the stress bit of the build-up. And I think that's what it was. You just were getting a bit stressed in the build-up. But I knew you were going to be absolutely fine. Because you always are.
So yeah, I have like more confidence going forward to like smash the other written pieces. And so yeah, even though I'm learning from afar, I'm thinking actually, it'll be fine. It will all be fine. And I just want to do another shout out to my my college peers because they all smashed it as well. So we are all smashing life. So yeah, like it's been a good week.
Fantastic week.
Finding a motivational spot, getting good results, birthday quizzes, anniversaries. Yeah, it's been a bit rainy, but the sunshine's come back out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. It's good.
Just very feel good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I just feel like buzzy.
The one thing that's sort of given me a little bit of a downer this week
Okay.
is obviously you're not going out and stuff, but I'm driving to and from work. And what I just want to say is, I don't think it's put us in a downer, but obviously we're seeing the numbers come down and things like that, and everyone's saying we're over this peak. What I don't want people to do is get ahead of themselves and start going out too early and start getting impatient, because I think that the only reason it's working and the numbers are coming down is because we've stayed in.
Yeah.
So when I'm seeing sort of people out and about and it's like it's just a regular sort of Saturday, I'm just a bit like, oh shit, like should we be like that already? Do you know what I mean? And it's just making me just a bit on edge, and I think people just need to
chill out.
Yeah, just need to chill out and just take the time with it and be patient, because the more patient we are, the quicker we'll get back to normal. And it's what I don't think anyone wants is a second wave of this pandemic.
No.
We don't know what effect that's going to have. It might have no effect, but at the same time we don't know, and that's the biggest thing with this. It's an unknown, so just be patient, listen to what the government is saying, and just stay in your house.
Because also, think about it this way, it's a very small sacrifice to make for the long-term goal.
I just want people to stop being selfish and stop rushing things, listen to the guidelines, follow the guidelines, and we'll be back to normal soon.
Yeah. So, it sort of links onto this, but what I want to talk about a little bit is about positive self-talk.
Okay.
So the way you talk to yourself.
Right.
So I think, especially in this situation where there is some people that are staying in, shielding, or people that are just choosing to self-isolate, and obviously no one's getting the same human interaction as we were before. And if you're feeling like low mood or something, I think the worst thing you could do is start, because it's always that the voices in your mind, like, what are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself you're bored? Are you telling yourself that this is shit? Are you telling yourself that, I don't know, like all negative comments basically? I know it's not easy all the time to be positive, but if you wake up in the morning, make yourself a cup of tea, for instance, and not necessarily look at the positives, but like we were talking about before, do your gratitude list. Think about 5 things that you're grateful for whilst washing your hands or making a cup of tea. And if you want to accomplish something that day, so say if you've written a list and you want to do some gardening that day, if you don't complete it, don't beat yourself up. Don't talk to yourself negatively. And I think that can have a massive effect on positive mental health while we're in the situation. Half the time, we're not talking to ourselves very nicely. Like I felt like I was slipping a bit because I was getting a bit snappy with you and my patience was being lost. So I was like really like hard on myself. When actually, when I think about the bigger picture, it was like one evening that I didn't have much patience with you. I'd said to you I don't really have much patience, and you forgave me, so why can't I forgive myself?
Yeah, 100%.
So I just think in this time, look at the way you talk to yourself and be positive. Like, you're doing the best that you can. Whatever you've achieved is an achievement. Even if that's just getting out of bed, having a shower and getting dressed. If you haven't done that for 2 days, that can make the world of difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially at the beginning, I was like in pyjamas for about 5 days, and I was like, oh God. Got up the next day, had a shower, and even you were like, see, you feel better, don't you?
Yeah, because you did. You looked like bright and sprightly, and you
I was
looked
like
ready
bouncing around.
Yeah, you look ready for the day.
So I just want to say, talk to yourself nicely. Positive self-talk is what it's all about.
Yeah, I love that. Talk to yourself how you'd want to be talked to.
Yeah.
If someone was talking to you like shit, you wouldn't like it, would you? So why would you talk to yourself like shit?
No.
Can I just say one thing that was really nice this week? A friend of mine, an old school friend of mine, reached out and asked me to... It was his little girl's birthday. And he reached out and he had all of these videos of her classmates, her teachers, friends, family friends and stuff, all wanting to say happy birthday. And they had a collection of loads of different videos. And didn't want to play them all one by one, so we just reached out and said, can I cut them together? Just so it's one video. And I was like, absolutely. And it was just really nice to see the sort of the reaction when he posted on social media to like everyone saying how lovely it was. It was just a really nice thing to do. When I showed you it, you liked it as well, didn't you? You were like, oh, it's so cute.
Honestly, some of the kids in the videos were so cute.
So yeah, I just want to say it was just really nice to do that, and it was just really good for my mental health. It made me smile very much. It made me smile a lot, which was lovely. And it was just a really nice thing to do, and I really liked that. So yeah. I
also think, like, bless these kids. They are really like just taking it in their stride.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, they can't be at a birthday party with one of their friends from school.
What was really lovely is he shared another video online where all of her friends came in social distance around the house just to sing happy birthday.
Oh.
Which is lovely. And I know he was really worried about her not having a very nice day and things and being like sort of doom and gloom, but she said to him like it was one of the best days she's ever had, which I think is just really nice. It was raining and still people came out and just sang happy birthday, which he was just super grateful, and I think it's super nice. And like, again, repeating it, but I think our faith in humanity is just, it's just lovely. I don't know. Yeah,
like, people are making a lot of effort for people,
which is just, it's just really nice, and communities are genuinely coming together, which I absolutely love. Because I think we were losing that sense of community, and I think it's lovely that it's coming back and people are coming together.
Do you know what? There's something Mum said when we spoke to her about, we're not in a generation now where we can knock on next door neighbour and ask for a cup of sugar and stuff. But I want to get back to that. We have lovely neighbours, and I would hope that if I needed an egg or some sugar, that I could knock on the door and ask for it. Just like if they were to ask me, I would give it to them.
Yeah.
But I think everyone's just maybe a bit afraid. But I think the more people are being positive for as long as this may last, this lockdown, I hope that we get to a point where we feel comfortable enough to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, the other day we gave our next door neighbours a slice of our anniversary cake.
Yeah.
Just one, we didn't want to eat it all ourselves, but two, just to be nice and just offer a little bit to other people.
Give back.
There's something I want to point out.
Okay.
When you measure your waist size...
Oh my God.
Right. Where do you measure it from?
Okay.
The only reason I say this is I think it's massively different for men and women. If you ask a guy, your waist is where your pants sit, right? And for any guy, it's sort of like hips. But like, basically the tops of your legs.
Right.
But the other day... your pants were literally sitting above your belly button. And I said, what the hell is that? You're like, that's where your pants are supposed to sit. And I was like, no, that's not where your pants sit. Your pants do not sit level with your belly button. If a guy wore his pants that high, you'd literally see his pork and beans. It'd be like a division sign, to quote Superbad. Alright?
But can
I don't
say...
understand. I don't. How can that be comfortable?
Right. Now listen. You would measure your bust, your waist, your hips, and whatever, as a lady.
Yeah.
So, on top of my hips is my waist. I've got quite wide hips, so my waist is high. So my waist is higher than my belly button. Now, in generations now, because men don't wear their trousers on their waist, you think your waist is lower, but actually, technically, it's not.
But I don't understand.
Where you wear your trousers and pants is on your hips. It's not your waist.
But that's fine.
So, I like wearing my pants to go to bed in on my waist because I like to be comfy.
Yeah, but sometimes you howk your jeans up to that point as well.
That's the look.
I get
No girl wears their jeans on their hips anymore. That was so 90s.
Okay.
You've been told.
I just don't get how it can be comfortable.
Like high-waisted jeans.
Is it to suck your belly in?
And it's just, well, one, yes. Two, fashion. Men
that-
don't wear high-waisted jeans.
No.
You would have, as you call it, pork and beans.
I just don't understand how it can be. It looks so uncomfortable. Do
you know what's funny, actually, talking about the 90s? I remember my mum used to wear her trousers and things up by her belly button. Because of the 80s, I think it was.
Well, like, our fashion's very 80s, isn't it? Obviously, we're moving back into the 90s with, like, tracksuits and stuff. And
yeah. And I was like, why do you want your pants that high? Just like you said to me the other night. But now it's like, oh God, it's so comfy. So comfy. Also, do you remember the time in the 90s where you would wear your jeans on your hips and then you'd bend over, or you'd sit down and your arse crack would come out? None of that anymore, honeys. None of that. Don't want to see your arse crack.
Tell that to the builders.
Well, they're men, aren't they? Wear it on their hips.
Speaking of the 90s, how sick are poppers?
The tracksuits.
Yeah, the poppers. Adidas poppers.
Well,
Weren't they coming back? I'm sure they were making a comeback and then they've just disappeared again.
I bet you can find them on ASOS.
Are they back though, or was it just a little flash in the pan?
I think it was a flash in the pan.
That's a shame. Pardon you.
Pardon me.
I love the 90s.
Same. I actually prefer the 80s.
80s was better for music, I think. But then when you hear 90s songs, like our Rebecca in her quiz played some classic, like, basically our school disco vibes.
Yeah.
Like Hey Mickey, Cotton Eye Joe, like some Five. Do you know what I mean? And like there was just steps. S Club 7, like, especially being 90s babies. When I hear those songs, you can't help but just like think back to like school disco and sliding on your knees.
The only thing we were missing was Blue Dabba Dee, Dabba Die.
Do you know who sang it?
Oh, you said this the other night. The Something Men.
Eiffel 65.
Oh, fucking hell.
And guess what?
What?
Random fact. I love a random fact. Once performed that song for a talent show at school.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
With who? Was it like a couple of...
Me and one other person.
Song Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die.
Yeah.
Is it just called Blue?
And we did all the dance moves. In the blue world. Like Johnny says, in the blue world, we did a circle. Inside and outside, blue is house. In the blue little window and a blue Corvette.
And everything he sees is blue. I don't know if that's the words, but anyway. We know the song.
Little sing-song there, was it? Put the mic to the test.
Going back to what you said earlier, when I said something about Fantabby-Dozy, you said it's not tab.
It's Fantabby-Dozy.
It's Dabby. Gave me an idea.
Right.
Obviously, I'm from the south.
Yeah.
You're from the north. And when I first met you, there was a lot of things you said that I had no idea what they meant.
And to be fair, we've been together 6 years. When you first met me, my accent was a lot thicker than what it is now.
When we first met, I remember that night when we first met, like out in the club. You just sounded like a mumbled, jumbled man.
I mean, I mumble anyway.
Yeah, but with
add
a
that
strong
to the
accent.
fact that I had a strong accent as well. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I thought about starting a podcast when I'm so mumbly.
You're not anymore.
I mean, I'm still bad at times, but I think I've got better.
So yeah, what I thought we would do is do a section called Northern versus Southern Sayings.
Okay.
So this week we'll do Northern Sayings, and I've thought of a few that I want to ask you what they mean, or I might not know what they mean and I might guess, and then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. And then next week you can do Southern Sayings.
Okay.
So there's actually a few over the past few episodes that we've already said, so I already know this, but tenting out.
Tenting out, yeah.
So I know that means you're going to go out with your mates and tent out for the night.
You're going to go out with your mates, pitch your tent, and spend the night outdoors.
Pretty does what it says on the tin vibes.
Yeah, tenting out. Instead of camping out.
I think there's something that we've also said, but I'm not sure. Flobbers.
Yeah, when you got the flobbers.
So
It was something my mum mentioned when we had a chat.
I know what this means, but when I first heard it, I was like, I had no idea. I thought, is it like the way someone walks? Because what I was imagining was like flip-flops. What a flobber.
The flobbers are basically when you wake up and can't be asked to do anything. Because you're doing nothing.
Lazy people.
It's not lazy people. It's just, do you want to get into the rhythm of not doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
And then your motivation goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the flobbers. So it's like you get up, even though you're not doing anything. Do you want there's that saying, isn't there? It's hard doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like you've gotten used to not doing anything, and then so you just can't be asked.
So would you say you've got the flobbers, or you are a flobber?
You've got the flobbers.
Okay.
You've got the flobbers. It means you just spend too long not doing anything, and it's hard to get remotivated.
Okay.
I think that's right. I might get corrected. Bear in mind, I haven't lived in the north for a long time, so some of these you might ask me, and I might not even know anymore.
We'll stand corrected if anyone wants to correct us if we're wrong.
Apologies to my northern friends if I get any of these wrong.
Egg jarping.
Egg jarping. Yeah, I know what this is.
So what you do is you get an egg and you boil it with a red onion, so that when you crack it open, it's got like pink swells in it. But before you crack it open, you like dish it on someone else's egg.
No.
Is that egg jarping?
No, that's not egg jarping.
Apparently you do it in the pubs or something.
That's an egg jarping.
I've just literally taken the wrong story, haven't I? What is egg jarping? What do you think it is?
I think that's right. I think basically you hard boil an egg with red, like you said, red onion skin. So it's the peel.
Right.
And that peel acts as a dye, and it dyes your eggs.
Yeah.
They go really pretty colours depending on how long you leave it and stuff, and it's very unpredictable. You probably can't get the same egg twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hard boil it so they go really hard. And basically, like conkers, you then go and challenge people to hit your eggs off each other's eggs, and whoever's cracked first, obviously, if your egg didn't crack first, you're the winner.
So like conkers, but with eggs.
Exactly. But the eggs do actually go really, really pretty. They make a really lovely pattern. It's like a bit like tie-dye.
And would kids do this, or adults?
It's like a village thing, so you might do that. You might get it at like a village fete or village fair, or yeah.
Like what they call it, apple bobbing.
Yeah.
Is it apple bobbing?
Apple bobbing, yeah. I love a good village fete. Do you ever have one?
Yeah.
They were lovely, weren't
Not
they?
village. We used to have school fetes, but then the whole kind of community used to come.
I used to love like Harvest Food Festival and stuff when you were a kid. Did you have that?
Yeah.
In Tatty Pickham.
I don't know where you think. I feel like this is so strange. Did you have that where you're from? Did you have that?
Yeah, but I bet you didn't have Tatty Pickham Week.
Sorry?
Tatty Pickham Week.
What the hell is tatty picking? Tatty?
Yeah, like potato. Tatty Pickham Week.
No, we didn't pick potatoes. Sorry.
We didn't pick potatoes, but it was called Tatty Pickham Week. You had a week off school for Tatty Pickham Week.
You had a whole week off of school for picking potatoes, but you didn't pick potatoes.
No, it was it was a regular half term. You probably had it as a half term down south, but up here we called it potato, like Tatty Pickham Week.
Do you remember what month it was in?
I can Google it. So it's October. Traditionally, October is the month for the potato harvest, and before modern machines entered the fields, the work was all done by hand. So this was the week that everyone would go and pick potatoes to help their communities. Hence, Tatty Pickham Week. And it was in October, and it became like a school half term.
Hilarious. Anyway.
So basically, it would have just been your October half term down south, but we called it Tatty Pickham Week.
Okay. Shut your piat.
Shut your face.
Scran.
Food.
Mither. Is it mither or mither?
Mithered. Bothered. Like, you're mithered.
Use it in
like
a sentence.
I'm mithered. Like, if you're on holiday and you're sweating, you're mithered. Like, do you know what I mean? Dab
Hot
your
and
head.
bothered.
Hot and bothered, exactly. Mithered.
Gan.
Going.
Use it in a sentence.
Gone to the shop.
Hinny.
Hinny is like honey or hun. Yeah, I eat hinny.
Or like the oldies use it, don't they?
Yeah, I get called out. There's a lady at work that calls me all the time. All right, hinny. All right, honey. See you later, hinny.
Deek.
Deek, look. Gan for deeks.
Gan for a deek.
Gan for deeks. Going for a look.
A look at what? Anything?
Yeah.
If I was to say like, oh, look at that rainbow over there.
So basically, you know what?
Gan for a deeks.
Yeah. So, for example, if someone's doing something really cool, you want to gan for a deeks. So go for a look.
The next one really makes me laugh because the first time I heard this, I thought it was something completely different. So I'll tell you what it is, and then I'll say what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Radgie Gadgie. Now, I thought when Stu first said this, he was being racist.
Which I think's hilarious because this is something that I've grown up with. Everyone's like, it's like a madman, like you Radgie Gadgie. It's like a madman. Raj means like mad or crazy or daft, and then Gadgie means man. So Radgie Gadgie, daft man, crazy man.
So yeah. And actually, funny story, we've actually got a picture of a bottle of, is it ale?
Yeah, it's
like
like
we found
ales.
in Asda called Radgie Gadgie. Mara.
Alright, Mara. Alright, mate. Which means?
So you would say, alright, Mara.
No.
Gan.
Alright, Murray, gan for deeks.
This is another one. Yem.
Gan yem. I'm going home.
Gan yem.
Mm-hmm.
Going home.
Going home.
Going home.
You just putting your southern on just on purpose.
You cheeky fond.
Cheeky fond means you just cheek. Like I don't know where the fond bit comes from. I really don't know where the fond bit comes from. But if someone's cheeky fond or lazy fond, it means they're just a lazy person or a cheeky person.
So you think fond is just person?
Fucking hell, she's lazy fond. It just means she's being lazy.
The fond is.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
just
need
redundant.
it.
I don't know where it comes from or why people use it.
Also, another one that you said earlier, tab.
Cigarette.
And I think the first ever word that you used that I really didn't understand what you meant by, and you said something about bait. And I was like, what? Are you going fishing? I was literally like...
Yeah, bait box, lunch box. If you're having your bait, it's bait time, it's lunchtime.
Yeah, but we don't say that. But bait is something that we don't say.
So my dad's a plasterer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I was young, I used to go and help.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get a bit graft in.
Mm-hmm.
I hate sitting around, hate not doing that. So every now and again I'd go and help him plaster. And it's like, what's time for a bit bait? Is it time for a bit food? Time for some food?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where the bait thing comes from, but a bait box is just a lunch box.
It was definitely one of those words that I was like, I can't even guess what it means because my instant reaction is, I'm going fishing. Need my bait box. Because that's bait too, isn't it?
Yeah, if you take them, like, yeah.
Right.
Well, exactly. That's probably where it comes from.
Yeah, but we're humans, not fish. So yeah, that was everything from the Northern sayings, and we'll do Southern sayings next week.
Do you reckon you're going to pick up any of these sayings?
When we start having a family, probably say bait box. Because they'll have friends that will say bait box and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to say Mara for friend. Funnily, say like cheeky fond every now and again, because I think I quite like it. Anyway, swiftly moving on to
Yeah.
our 5 favourite crisps. Now I have an announcement that I have not completed the list.
Guess what?
You haven't made a list.
I've got a list on my phone.
Are you joking?
No.
I need proof right now. Are you joking?
I'm not being serious.
I'm actually shocked.
You obviously, just quickly.
Don't really show me, but I can see. Oh my god, everyone. Stu has made a list.
I've made a list and it feels fantastic. I actually feel great.
Well, I want to say something about this because, controversially, I'm not a massive crisp fan.
Wow.
So it was so hard. And actually, I still haven't got a 5th. I don't even know if my 4 that I've got are... I don't know. I just...
See, I love crisps. I don't know whether it's the fact that when my mum was pregnant with me, her craving was crisps.
Funny.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that's just, or whether I'm just being a fat pig. But I love crisps.
I think my mum's cravings was grapes and coleslaw together.
What, sliced grapes in coleslaw?
I think just at the same time, like one grape in, spoonful of coleslaw. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it was.
Very sweet and like sour.
Yeah.
There's a bit vinegary in it, depending on the coleslaw.
So, as I'm having a bit of issues with my top 5, even though I've literally just thought of another one, which I think will go into the list, but I'm not sure. Why don't you start your top 5?
Okay. Let me get my list out.
I think people are very particular about crisps.
Yeah, I think we might cause a little bit of offence here. People are very protective.
They were very protective over the biscuits. There was a lot of
Yeah, there was some meltdowns, I think.
Mm-hmm. Are yours in order or just I
This-
like these?
This is what I mean. I've got my number 1, which I would always go to because I think I just love them.
Right.
But the other ones are kind of just like how
You
I'm
like.
feeling. I love them,
Mm-hmm.
but depending
Depending
on how
on
I'm
which
feeling.
day.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 4 and I'll do my number 1.
At the end.
The first one, Worcester sauce French fries.
Oh, that's a shout. Oh my god. Actually, do I love crisps or do I just think I don't love crisps? That is fantastic.
I just love Worcester sauce French fries.
Oh, you are right.
I did like when I was a kid, I liked Worcester sauce Walkers,
Mm-hmm.
and then he stopped doing them.
Mm-hmm.
So when he brought Worcester sauce French fries out, I was like, these are fantastic. And they're very low in calories, so they're fantastic when you're trying to be good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little treat.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 79 calories or something, so fantastic.
Also, crunchy. Like sticks that are crunchy, not like obviously crisps are crunchy, but
Flaky.
it's fun to eat. Like you can hold it from afar and go, or you can just chuck it all in your mouth.
Yep.
Dirty.
Sounds a bit dirty.
Great shout.
Yeah,
And
I like-
great flavour.
fantastic.
Great flavour. Oh.
The next one,
Mm-hmm.
Flaming Hot Monster Munch. Guessing you don't like them.
No, I love Monster Munch.
See, this was hard for me.
But the pickled onion ones.
It was either one or the other because pickled onion Monster Munch are not on my list.
Do Monster Munch do beef?
I love them as well.
You like beef? Fucking crisps. Drives me crazy. Beef hands.
Oh no! I think I might. But to be fair, these are the 5 I've written down, so these are
Mhm.
obviously my faves.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few I might have to just side mentions. My subs bench.
Okay.
So Flaming Hot Monster Munch, great. I nearly went pickled onion Monster Munch, but if I eat too many, they give me a sore throat. Don't know why.
Pickled onion Monster
Yeah.
Munch give you a sore throat?
They really do.
They're a bit spiky.
Yeah.
Monster Munch in general are a bit spiky, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're a bit hard to eat at times. Yeah, but I
Like
like.
your throat type vibes.
But I love the crunch on Monster Munch, and these are just the right amount of spice. I think some crisps are just a bit too spicy, but these are just fantastic. Next one's cheese and onion French fries.
Oh, I hate cheese and onion crisps. I used to love them when I was a kid, and I used to put them in a sandwich. Used to love cheese and onion crisp sandwiches.
Yeah.
Now I just think,
Again, it's a French fry. If I had to buy a multi-pack of crisps, it would be French fries all day.
You like the style of a French fry?
Yeah, there always seems like there's loads in a pack. Just
It does, doesn't it? It feels like it goes on forever.
yeah,
Yes. I'm really craving some French fries right now.
yeah. The next one, which I
Mhm.
don't think you're expecting.
Okay.
The next one for me is ribbon saucy knickknacks. The purple knickknacks.
I really hate knickknacks.
See, I really like knickknacks.
I remember in middle school, like I remember around sort of year 5, year 6,
Yeah.
all of a sudden knickknacks went crazy. Like everyone was having them in their lunchbox, bait box, whatever you want to call it. As a kid, I was quite fussy. So
Right.
I thought I'll retry them when I'm, I eat more and not so fussy. Still, no.
So yeah, that was the ribbon saucy knickknack. Really like them. Really tasty. And
Because
just,
also,
I like again. It's like the French fry. I like the chunkiness of them. I like the texture of them. Yeah. So moving on to my number 1. We mentioned this in episode 1, but my favourite crisp is the What's It.
what's it?
I just, from being a kid, I chucked them in sandwiches. Loved it. Give you that nice crunch. But then have them on their own. Fantastic. I don't care if people don't like cheese.
I don't understand you put them in a sandwich.
Have you ever had a What's It sandwich?
No,
Fantastic.
I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have, when I was a kid, I used to have a ham sandwich and then used to bang What's It's in it.
Used to have a ham and what's it sandwich,
Ham
like
and
a
what's
ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah. What's It's in a ham sandwich, What's It's in a cheese savoury sandwich is like cheese on cheese. It is fantastic. And I just love the What's It. I think it's just, ooh.
I feel like the what's its
Mm-hmm.
are very versatile because crunchy,
Yeah.
but then you suck them and they get soft.
Sounds a bit dirty.
Well, no, because normally when you suck things, it gets hard.
But eventually it gets soft.
Anyway, so Wotsits are versatile.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think they're good.
I do love a Wotsit. We've got a friend, hates Wotsits.
The smell.
The smell, everything.
Because also, let's face it, Wotsits can get messy.
Well, it depends.
If you're like you and you just open the packet and chuck it into your mouth, then no. But if you are like any normal person and pick them out of the packet with your fingertips, then your fingertips get cheesy.
But the thing is, what people might not know is I used to work in a garage. I worked in a garage for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So when you had oily hands, these are the perfect crisp. Because you could literally just pour them without having to touch them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas name another crisp you can do that with. I love French fries. You can't do that though. You get put yourself in the eye.
Or they go down the back of your throat and it's like
Choke time.
choking hazard.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what's it? Perfect.
Miniature. You like miniature things, miniature biscuits, miniature crisps.
Bite size, honey. Just like me.
Hinny.
So yeah, that's my top 5.
Okay.
So my favourite crisps are the Flaming Hot Monster Munch, Ribbon Saucy Knick Knacks, Cheese and Onions French Fries, Worcester Sauce French Fries, and Wotsits.
Okay.
Right then, Hinny, tell me your favourite crisps.
Okay. I do love French fries. I can't even say this word. What is it? Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
I used to say Worcestershire.
Which is why I think a lot of people just say Liam Perrins when they're talking about the sauce, don't they?
Yeah.
Got any Liam Perrins for your cheese toasty?
Yeah, not Worcestershire.
You got any Worcestershire sauce?
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire.
Okay. I like the Worcestershire sauce French fries and the pickled onion Monster Munch, but they're on the sub bench.
You sound like a hobbit. Gandown Shire.
Anyway.
Shire?
Because I can't say it. Anyway. So those are on the sub bench, very close behind these 5. Stop laughing. No particular order, I just like these.
Okay. Well, all of them. There's no number 1 or anything.
No number 1, just
These are
I
just
like
5 crisps that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Standard salt and vinegar Walkers. Let's just say Walkers. But I also like, like the fancy sea salt and balsamic vinegar crisps that you can get.
M&S.
Salt and vinegar, whatever it is, I'm for it.
Bougie crisp eater.
I'm a bougie bitch, Hinny.
The fact he said Hinny means you're definitely not bougie.
Salt and vinegar crisps in a sandwich is the one.
Yeah.
I remember when we first got together, before you moved in, we went to your flat. We were sat outside on the balcony in the sunshine, went to Sainsbury's, got a chicken and stuffing sandwich, salt and vinegar crisps, put the salt and vinegar crisps in the sandwich, and it was heaven. I remember just having crisp sandwiches, and it wasn't until one of our friends introduced me to putting crisps into an already made sandwich at uni that I was like, this is next level. This is next level. Salt and vinegar crisps go with any sandwich. There, I've said it. Salt and vinegar crisps. Boom. Another one of my favourites. Mini cheddars.
Okay. Is this a crisp?
What?
Are mini cheddars a crisp?
Well, what would you say they are?
I don't know. Crackers?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They come in crisp packets, like in crisp multi-packs. I think mini cheddars are a crisp. Anyway.
Can I just put on record, I don't think they're a crisp.
Anyway, it's still in my top 5.
I mean, I love them. I do love them. I had a packet today at work, actually.
Do you know what it is? And this is going to sound really disgusting.
Go on.
I love licking the top. Because it's a bit cheesy salty. Same reason why Wotsits are fantastic. What was the word I used? Diverse? I don't know. I think that's the word. They are crunchy when you eat them. Soft when you suck them.
It's definitely not diverse. Versatile.
They're versatile. Crunchy when you eat them. Soft when you suck them. Then you can lick them. Perfect.
I mean, this is like the dirtiest cracker I've heard of.
Crisp.
I love a mini cheddar, but I still don't think it's a crisp.
Next.
Mm-hmm.
Sour cream and chive. Is that the Pringle? The green ones. I like the green Pringles. What are they? Sour cream and chive?
Yeah.
Cheese and chive?
Just sour cream, aren't they?
No, not sour cream. Can't just get sour cream crisps.
You really haven't done this week. You haven't done your research. Usually you are like...
Controversial.
Sour cream and onion, aren't they?
Sour cream and onion.
Thought you didn't like onion and crisps.
Well, clearly I do, just not cheese and onion and crisps. I have had the green Pringles for as long as I can remember. They just, whether it's about the shape or the taste, they're just so moreish. You just go in and in and in. With dip, without dip, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. If you're going to get Pringles, green only.
I mean, I don't agree. My go-to Pringles, paprika, Texas barbecue, every single time.
No.
Orange and purple.
No.
Every time.
No.
And then it would be green.
Green.
I like this. I like that our choices are very different this week.
Because sometimes we've got at least two the same. Also, if we're talking about dips,
Right?
chili heatwave Doritos.
Yes.
Same, with or without a dip, perfect. But I love these with a dip. Chili heatwave Doritos with a spicy salsa dip. Oh, get those jalapenos in me, baby.
See, salsa's not my go-to dip either. My dipping combination would be a lightly salted Dorito in a sour cream and onion.
No, I like
cheese
the
and
creamy
onion.
sauces, but what I'm saying is because I like heat, I like quite hot salsa with the chili heatwave Dorito.
You're like hot and hot.
Yeah. So is this my last one? It is. Not necessarily in order, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Last one is Skips.
Okay. Yep.
Prawn cocktail, fantastic. Light and airy. Also good ones to lick.
Okay.
Also, if you suck them, they go soft. This is the thing. In a good crisp, you bite them, crunchy. Suck them, soft. Lick them, fantastic. Versatile. Yeah, I said it right.
I think you eat crisps in a very dirty way by the sounds of it. I just put them in my mouth and chew.
What? Well, you need to lick some crisps and let me know how you feel about it because it's fantastic.
I don't
Because
know-
salt and vinegar, lick those crisps. Perfect.
Unless you
Maybe I'm just a weirdo and lick crisps.
I think the reason I don't like sort of like vinegary crisps
Mm.
is because I used to get cold sores as a kid. And if
Oh,
you-
stingy.
Yeah, stingy.
Hell.
Fucking hell. If any of the kids out there were cold sores as children, there's no way in hell you were going to pick up a salt and vinegar crisp. Not a chance. Even prawn cocktail at times might be a bit too much.
Bit tangy. So my 5 are Skips, chili heatwave Doritos, the green Pringles, mini cheddars, salt and vinegar. And I've given you 2 on my sub bench, so if you don't think the mini cheddars are a crisp, you've got 2 to pick from the sub bench. There we have it.
So that's our favourite crisps. I'm literally waiting for the hate to come on to
I
us.
am waiting for that. I'm really waiting for the hate and the controversialness of the cheddar.
I mean, that is not a crisp, so be prepared, my honey.
So next week, I just thought, because you said, obviously I'm weird, I lick, suck, bite crisps. I'm very much the same with chocolate bars. So why don't next week we do our 5 favourite chocolate bars?
Okay. That sounds good.
Because I can't eat them normally either.
Okay.
So yeah, let's do that next week.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And what I want to do, while we do that, I want to do a little throwback to when you were a kid and the one chocolate bar that you had in your babe box. Because I've got one fantastic
Oh my god,
one.
there's one just popped into my head that I'm just like, if they brought this back, I would literally jump for joy.
There's just one chocolate bar, and it was just fantastic every time. And it would be your perfect one for chewing.
No, I don't want you to say it.
Are we on the same line, aren't we?
I think so, but so don't. Let's keep it for next week. So yeah, that's been our 5 favourite crisps, and next week we'll do 5 favourite chocolate bars.
Perfect.
Cool. Is it time? Is it time for my section?
I think it is, yeah.
Also, just before I do my section, can I just say I want to give myself another pat on the back. Sorry.
Self-love.
Because you haven't gone shopping this week because I did shopping online to save you time from being at home with your lovely fiancé.
Fantastic. I literally don't have to go shopping, and I'm very happy about it. Although I was nailing it. Pat on the back for me.
Pat on the back for you.
But you smashed it with the online shopping.
You've had a week off, honey. Hinny. Whatever you want to say. Huh. Anyway, so it's time for drum roll, please. Louise's section.
What we got this week then?
It's time for Would You Rather.
For fuck's sake.
Just for the 3rd time. This is the last week I'm going to do it, but I had a bit of a moment. I thought my section, I wanted to do it on Northern versus Southern sayings, but I thought it'd be a better subject in our normal chat. So this is the last week of Would You Rather, and then I promise I'll come at you with something different next week. Okay?
Yeah.
So like last week, I'm just going to do quick fire.
Okay.
We're not going to think about it. We're just going to say what we
First thing
think.
that pops to my head.
Exactly. Whoa, sorry.
My fiancé, ladies and gents.
Thank you very much. Are we ready?
I think so.
Would you rather have 3 feet or 3 hands?
3 feet.
Would you rather be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Whisper.
Would you rather get explosive diarrhea every time you meet your boss or every time you meet my parents?
Boss.
Would you rather have a head the size of a tennis ball or size of a watermelon?
Watermelon.
Would you rather have no penis or 5 penises?
5.
Would you rather... Would you rather peel all your nails out your fingers or pull all the teeth out of your mouth?
Fingers.
Would you rather have no fingers or no eyes?
Fingers.
Would you rather have a time machine that only goes back in time or a time machine that only goes forward in time?
Forward.
Would you rather spend the day with wet pants or wet socks?
Wet socks.
Would you rather shit yourself once a year in public or once a day in private?
Want to stay in private.
Would you...
Oh, no.
No, you've said it, you've said
For fuck's
it.
sake.
Would you rather have a runny nose for the rest of your life or cough every word?
Runny nose for the rest of my life.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
Horse-sized duck.
So that was Would You Rather for the last time this series.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to what you have next week.
Pressure on.
Yeah, it is. Big pressure. And we will get you a jingle. Promise.
Okay, alright.
I have messaged someone this week to find out if they can do us a bit of, like, music for us.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Again, levelling up. So last week we actually had a good few laughs. I don't know whether it was just us or it was reciprocated with you guys about the Predate Poo saga. What I would like to do is anyone to ask us a random question.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to put this out there. If no one asks us a question for next week,
Yeah.
we are going to randomly call someone and ask them to ask us a question while we're recording.
Sounds great.
Just we're going to go up and down the phone list
Just ring them and say,
and just ring someone random.
ask us anything.
Ask us anything.
Great.
So this has been episode 6.
Hell.
Hell.
Fantastic.
Hell. Hell. Hell.
Someone's excited.
We are. I can't wait for next episode, actually, because I actually can't wait to ring someone at random. I hope that no one asks us a question, but I also hope that they do. Anyway, so remember, guys, be confident, be cool, and be sexy. And wash your hands.
Take it easy, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.